I've got the sun here too. I'm loving this deck actually. Can you understand? I feel this is in relation to your personal life. Can you understand feeling like you've left things too late? Like this. Pentacles. Okay. There's someone you don't know whether to trust again, and you're hiding yourself away from everything. Wheel of Fortune. Actually, that's the second Wheel of Fortune in that place. Huh. I feel as if 2025 was a bit rough on you so far. We're only in April. And all of a sudden, the clouds are starting to lift. And yeah, you're still waiting for what's the catch. Okay, bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands. I feel if you communicated very strictly what you desire, you would get it. You're thinking if you communicate what you desire, you're going to get an argument. But I feel if you communicate what you desire, you will get it. Like, honestly communicate what you desire, because we're too much trying to be Instagram carbon copies when in actual fact in our hearts we're not. There's a little bit of a fear of being real. Booth Pack Bobby, welcome in. First time in the chat. You can get it somewhat. I get great energy with the old idea that I picked up earlier. I do get great energy with you communicating exactly what you want. And I don't mean to the universe, I mean in reality. Because it's true, we all really do want different things. But I like this Queen of Wands, because this Queen of Wands, as well as the Black Cat, has the Sun. There's a person from the past that's returned after probably ghosting. Tell them exactly what you want. And in general, I feel whatever this past activity is, be your authentic self. Because you will be surprised how free that makes others feel. You would be ultra shocked. In a good way. You're expecting an argument. You're expecting to have to defend. And I don't get that energy. I get a glow up energy. And Snowkai, hopefully that does resonate. Yeah, I feel you need to be firm in what you want. If you want an apology, say you want an apology. If you want to be treated a certain way. Say you want to be treated a certain way. I actually like this. Doesn't seem like it. These cards are throwing new curveballs my way. But I feel saying what you want is actually not your character. You're more inclined to be a bit subtler, agree with people, and let them have their opinions. Yeah, don't walk. Come back at them with what you want. Come back at them with what you want. Because if you always walk when you have a difference with somebody or a difference with systems, if you're always walking when it doesn't resonate, you're forever walking. And I feel that you are so over the isolation. And that's what I have for you, Snowkai. And Blue Moss Dragonette, thank you for the welcome back. Okay, I'm going to have to... going to have to move my little studio thing and try and get the card that fell. You're welcome, Snowkai. Yeah. The card, yeah, you're so over the isolation. You're so over... The card that fell right underneath my stream was the Hermit, which was in your read anyway. Yes, Instagram is the best place to send me messages. I am on Discord, but it's not active yet. Thank you, Blue Moss Dragonette. And just as an update, I am still recovering from surgery. It's a long road. I just have to get this back now. It's a long road, but at least something's being done. Thank you for the Hydrate Star. But it means that today's stream, I am going to need to go to the Be Right Back frequently. Oh, Booth Pack Bobby. Sorry, it's 5 spots. I always do my queue. And recovering from surgery and knowing I need to do the Be Right Back frequently, I'm not going to increase that today. I've done 10-hour streams where I make sure everybody that's joined the queue gets a read. So I am going to have to do a Be Right Back now. And okay, let's see. Water bottle will be next up. It's just self-care. It's a have to at the moment. I should show you my fancy little cushion that I got. You can't really see. It's a jelly cushion. Let's see. If I put it up here, it's... oh, and it's have to use post-surgery, so heaven only knows what it does, but it does something. So I will do the Be Right Back. I will go and do my walk and the doctors will be happy. Now, I have noticed there has been some lagging. So if it does disconnect, just know I will return and restart it. So I'll be back as soon as I can, or restart as soon as I can. Okay, hello, and another newbie. Welcome in, Indigo Sonora. I love the handles. Anyway, water bottle, it is you that is up next. Okie dokie. Okay. I'm just washing these cards. And then, whoops. All of this happens when I'm just so not well enough to deal with it. Yes, I knocked my camera flying. You caught that. Vork, welcome in. So much. I should have washed them. I did most of the decks. We've got some new ones. This is one I actually do like. So water bottle. Crazy how these things happen. Okay. I feel like there might have been a little bit... Yes, we did take a tumble. Water bottle. I feel as if there's a little bit of a glow up in income. Or in what you do for your daily... What you do daily. And just for the newcomers, I'll explain it's a yes or a no thing. So before I've even turned over the deck, I try and tune in. Oh, Wow, okay. Well, I need to see what's in the cards. I feel there might be somebody you know that has a part-time or a side hustle, as they're called now. And they've invited you to join in. Or they've suggested there's an opening. Okay, my guide said turn it. Okay. Three of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. Now I get it. Now I get it. Ten of Cups. Can you understand Wisconsin? Okay, it's either Wisconsin. Where was Happy Days filmed? You know, with the Fonz. Wisconsin, Tacoma. Okay, I might have to Google that because I'm getting pop culture stuff. I like it when these cards trigger pop culture images in my head. I don't like it that I can't remember. Seriously, California. No, where it was set. Let me try Google. Because I know what I need to look for. Might have been filmed in California. Okay. Milwaukee. It was Wisconsin. I was right first. But I was getting pop culture. Oh. Now I've really got to examine my pop culture. So you can understand Milwaukee. Because you can't. Then I feel it's somebody in my age bracket that can lead you to a part-time situation. So somebody 58 to 60. Either that or there's a sadness about times changing. Yeah, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands at the bottom. I feel you're at I didn't get a picture of the person. I just got a person similar in age to me. I'm 58, so it would be 58 to 60. I feel they're the key to finding the part-time. You're weighed down with more than just pentacle worries at the moment, though. Yeah. It's almost like you're surrounded by negative behavior. Yeah. I feel you're surrounded by negative behavior. And just because we can all say what we want doesn't mean we should. I do feel there's a once close, and when I say once close, it's this year close, that you helped out. They're now ghosting you, or they're now leaving you out in the cold. I do feel this older energy coming in with news of where that job may exist. Yeah, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. There's incoming news. And I feel it's the energy I'm picking up from the read. The energy I'm picking up is that it is not the typical part-time thing. Eight of Swords. I feel you're at your lowest at the moment. Just remember, your head doesn't have to stay there. So try and convince yourself in your mind that things are better than what they actually are. Because I do feel as if your mind is weighed down and it's feeling like there's no way out. If you were to go out in the world with that attitude, you carry that black cloud. If you can somehow colour your mind, make it seem a little more hopeful. Is there a marina or a golf course near where you live? Like, I know they're old-fashioned, but I've picked up part-time jobs where people would not even consider I would have worked. You know, where you've got to suck up to people that aren't really nice just because they've got money. Okay, I want to stick with marina here. I feel it's like it's like a yacht club. You've got the stars, so change your thinking. Because I feel if you change your thinking, your energy will hit. And as I said, the person that leads you to this part-time, well-paying part-time situation is 58 to 60 in years. I feel they could even be an overseer of where you end up working. Okay. Who's into 50s horror? Someone around you is into 50s horror movies like Birds, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock again. It could even be Twilight Zone from what I'm seeing. Okay, if you don't know anyone, I feel that's where your head is. It's like in this 50s horror thing where everything is pleasant and yet underneath it's almost like a Stephen King novel. If anyone's read Christine, about the car, where everything's pleasant on the surface and the car's hideous. What other Stephen King things? Oh, there's so many Stephen King that run the same genre. Misery's another one. That's a Stephen King one. Um, but it's more, yeah. It. There you go. That's current. They made a new one out of it. I haven't seen it because I can't even watch the original. Unless it's midday. I can watch the original if it's midday. Pleasantville. That's a 90s movie. 1990s movie. It's where everything is all polite and sickly sweet on the surface, but underneath there's an undercurrent of dark. I'm going to have to let you figure out where that fits, water bottle, because that's as much information as my guide is giving me at the moment. But I do see once you change your mindset, the cards get better as they go up. But definitely work on changing that mindset. It's like finding that silver lining. Finding a silver lining. Yeah. Because I see when things change, it's going to change quickly. So if you prepare your mind now, it'll be an easier journey. And hopefully that resonates to some extent. I believe you already know the person I'm speaking of that knows about the job. And we're in a world where we don't tend to share our struggles. Share your struggles. Tell everybody you know that you're looking for a part-time job. Because most jobs aren't advertised. It's either word of mouth or people going and physically knocking on doors. Particularly when it comes to part-time casual jobs. Just keep that in mind. And some of them are really bizarre, so they're well paid. Thank you for the hydrate, Star. I need that. You're welcome, water bottle. And best of luck, because I feel you know the person that knows about the job that would suit you perfectly. I really do. And Star, you are up next. Now, I'm going to fix my camera after knocking it off. So give me a second. Give me a second. There, oh, again. As I said, people, it's happening when I can't. Oh, my camera disconnected. Ah. This is going to be fun. Oops. No. Okie dokie. I'm going to have to check to see if I can get it up and running again. Okay. No, it's not letting me. Come on. Okay. Come on, it's got to refresh. Okay. I'm just going to play around. Okay, settings. Video. Okay, let's see if I can get it. Technical difficulties because I dropped the camera. Technical difficulties because I dropped the camera. There we go. Oh dear. Yeah, and it's not letting me, it's got like a little red, yeah. Okay. Don't want to re-log in. There we go. And secondary camera. Okay. Settings. Let's see if I do it one way and then do it the other way. There we go. We're back. We are back up and running. Oh, it's only that my balance it's only that my balance is way off. What tarot deck was it? It was Pulp Fiction. Just, yes. The red, this one. This one was Pulp Fiction. I like it. I do like it. Thank you, Venus Tranquility. It was hard to get, but I got it. And I've got many decks, which a lot of you know already. But I hadn't hit the next. I had hydrated. I'm going to put the list up so I can be sure. There we go. So, Star, you are next. And I'm not going to knock the camera this time. And yes, I do have this deck, but I was able to purchase a smaller deck. Jazz hands, yeah, I saw that too. There is some lagging going on. So, some lagging going on. I feel as if there's a stuck energy with you, Star, as if you don't know which step to take next. And my guide just told me gap year. It's like there's someone there's someone who is for you taking a bit of a break. And sunflowers. So there you go. Did one of them involve a toenail? Did one of the unfortunate things involve a toenail? I felt as if somebody dropped something on my toe. My face cam's frozen. Yes, it is. I'm going to have to adjust that. Thank you for that, Landon History Buff. Okay. We'll do it again. Hopefully. Yes, that's doing it now. Hopefully it doesn't freeze the other one. No, I'm here. Good. You dropped a paperweight on your toe. Oh, Star. I didn't expect that to come out. So there you go. Okay. Can I ask, is someone in hospital? Is someone in hospital? I'm sorry, Star. I don't get anything negative. But I just get time consuming. And I feel it may have something to do with losing memory as well. Whoever's in hospital may have difficulty with their memory. I don't know whether it's a condition or whether it's a medication that they're on. And everybody was asking me, I've been in hospital a lot. With age comes difficulties. I feel a lot of the cheeriness has fallen onto you and you're finding it difficult to be cheery, but you know you have to be. Can I ask, was it a fall outside? I feel as if whatever happened was outdoors. That's a heavy burden for you to carry, Star. That is such a heavy burden for you to carry. But I feel whatever happened outdoors. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Star. I just got outdoors and as if I was falling. So, can I ask, there was another vehicle involved and they were foreigners? I could even say almost Aussies. I'm glad. But can you understand another vehicle involved? And I feel they were overseas people. Like they were on a holiday. Okay, you're not sure about the other vehicle. I feel the other vehicle is safe as well. Because there's some sense of being asked to fill in paperwork as well. And I feel as if you're the one filling in the paperwork and you're doing your best, but you're fearful you've missed a detail. Yeah. But some of the forms ask what happened and nobody can really fill in the blank. I do feel as if the insurance payout is there. So it's just a process. Someone, is this mum to you? Sorry, I have to read back. Is this mum to you? Mum or sister? Close friend. Okay. Then I have to say there was a recent separation. I feel as if recently this person became single. In the accident. Oh, Star, I'm sorry. Can you understand the seat belt? Yeah. Can you understand the seat belt crushing the chest of the person who passed? Oh, I knew I had a spirit person with me from the moment I started shuffling the cards and everything went wrong with the camera, and it was like, it's not heavy, Star. My guides protect me. They do. I'm feeling for you because I feel as if there is a farewell service tomorrow for you. Tuesday. There you go. And I feel it was you that printed out the booklets, like little booklets that have got the prayers in it. There's a thank you for printing them out. Yeah, the keepsake. That's what I tried to get. There's a thank you coming from the spirit world for printing them out. And this person, this spirit person, is letting me know they were here, then they were on the other side. They knew what made them pass, but that's it. They were here, then they were on the other side. So it was very quick. I feel as if somebody detected a pulse, though. And I don't want to get into explaining about silver cords, and I feel as if somebody detected a pulse. But when we pass to the other side, we have this silver cord. It's why we astral travel when we dream. sometimes the silver cord is disconnected, but the body still tries to heal itself. So hopefully I've said that enough. I'm just trying to catch my breath here. There's a sadness surrounding this. It's almost as if it was only, you said fiance earlier, so there's a sadness in that it was so close. It's almost like in 3 months' time, it would have been a different story. It would have been husband wife. Thank you, Blue Moss Dragonette. And I'm sure all of the viewers are sending out cyber hugs to Star. 4 months. Yeah. I get that in a matter of months it would have been different. It would have been husband wife. And there's something about the paperwork because it's not. I feel as if they were going to be husband and wife, so there was no civil. There you go. You can register as a de facto couple, and they hadn't done that because they were going to do it the right way. And so, yes. And you may benefit from somebody who, I can let you know, they're called a death doula. You know how you have birthing doulas? There are people in this world who are death doulas. They actually aid the family in a transitional way, particularly when it gets messy. So, Shamanic Awakening, thank you. Thank you for sharing the love. But a death doula can aid the family in the transitional phase, particularly when it's a little bit messy, like this seems to be. And anyone can engage the services of a death doula. It doesn't have to be a family member. You don't have to worry about the next of kin thing. Because I know in my circumstances, my mum is my next of kin because I've never been officially married. And yet there are people that, like my mum wouldn't know my passwords to Facebook or anything like that, wouldn't know passwords to Twitch, etc. And even if electricity is in one person's name and internet is in the other person's name, it can cause problems. So a death doula can deal with the life issues. And I want to say there's the forgetfulness I'm picking up is actually a blessing in this case. Because I feel it's impacted a community, not just family. It's impacted a community. Yes, definitely bring it to your friends' attention that they do exist. They're out there. It might take some searching for one in your area. Yeah. And I want to say that the forgetfulness is actually a blessing in disguise. But I do get someone having neck issues, whether it's the person in hospital or not, neck issues. Okay, the daughter needs to get that medically checked. Hello, Lady Pallas Athena. The daughter needs to get that medically checked. Because I feel as the days pass, it's got worse. So it needs to be medically checked. And this is just information for you to possibly verify that it is coming from the spirit world. I get C45 with the neck issue. So once the daughter gets it checked out, you can let me know if that was right or wrong. Thank you, Star, and thank you for being such an awesome person in helping this family through what's a harrowing situation. You're working magic. In this dark time, you are actually working magic. Just keep that with you. Because I know it's a struggle. I know it's impacted a lot. Yeah. But bless you for taking it on your shoulders, Star. And see, it doesn't have to be years after. It can be close to passing that people make a contact. It explains why I was knocking over the camera all the time. They're not used to being in a different physical body. But I do have to take a break. I will return. Thankfully, the lagging has stopped. But I will put up the list because I know everybody's waiting. It's just I have to put my health first at the moment. Okay. Now. Okay. It seems to be pretty much in order. Yeah. Look for a death doula because they can help. They can help by indicating what needs to be done. And they work on healing a family, particularly when it's a bit messy. But definitely get baby girl checked out by a medical professional. Okay, when I come back, Blue Moss Dragonette will be next. And as I've said, I do have to take regular breaks. It's a health issue, so bear with me. And I am back. So hopefully the sound is okay. But Blue Moss Dragonette, you are up next. Yes, I wish the doctors had have given me a heads up before. Sound is A-okay. Thank you, Star. Blue Moss Dragonette, I feel you're in a different place than what you usually are when you tune in. Just a yes or a no. A different place than where you usually are. Okay. I feel you've had a few issues that have turned up. You're in a much better headspace. Good. But you've tackled the issues that have arisen really well. I feel there's been issues arise. I feel it concerns a family member. If I had to put money on it at the moment, I'd say daughter. But you've handled it really well. Your action has actually inspired others. Or talking about your action has inspired others. There you go. Success. It's celebrated. You've inspired others in a way that's burst their heart. And I feel there's an overflow effect to reconnecting with your emotions. Yeah. Reconnecting with your emotions. And also the pentacles have improved at the same time. Okay. And you did all of this when you thought you didn't have... You thought like giving up. You felt as if you had to give up and walk away. But you did all of this in that battle-weary energy where you felt you didn't have anything else to give. So this is pat yourself on the back. This is just awesome energy. You're still indecisive about, I want to say about where you live or where you spend your time. You're indecisive about where you spend your time or where you live. I feel there could be a change coming, but you're going to take your time in tackling that. You know there's a healthier place that you could be. It's just society, as we know, is struggling at the moment. So the cost of living is affecting everybody. Yeah. But I feel you're not going to rush it. You are going to take your time so that when you do find somewhere, it's going to be better. It's like, I'm going to investigate. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to look at the area as well as the actual apartment or the actual house. I'm going to take my time. I need to know the area first. And yeah, inflation does suck. I can tell you that now. Australia is really good with their medical things, as I've said before. However, there are things that aren't provided. And when I've gone to provide that for myself, I'm thinking, oh, thank goodness I don't spend much on myself anyway. Because at least it was there. And it's just ongoing. I've got specialist appointments coming up that aren't covered under Australia's medical system. That's when I might notice it. So I'm saving up like crazy now. And I've got my Aussie t-shirt on. I don't know if it can be seen. It's got a little Australian made. I'll turn the camera. There you go. It's got a little Australian made thingy. Even though Australia does not have a manufacturing industry at the moment, it's all gone offshore. So I'm wearing my old Aussie stuff with pride. And yes, I got this at a place that used to be called East Coast. It was in Victoria. There's a place called Geelong. It's seaside suburb. And I was studying there, and I bought all these Australian made. You might have heard of Billabong, which is a surfing company. East Coast was part of that surfing company thing. And yes, all the clothes I bought, I'm going back, let's see, what... Okay, somebody help me. I think I'm going back 30 years. I'm going back to 1995. So 30 years ago. February 1995. And they're lasting. Yay me. But I feel you're going to do that too, Blue Moss Dragonet. You're going to... Oh, it was a saying on, I think it was First Ladies. It was a series that I watched, and it had a saying, use it up, wear it out, make do, or do without. And seriously, because I can sew, that's what I tend to do. I fix things rather than throw them out and replace them. And just on a side track, my mum, who is more modern than me in some ways, disliked the fact that I get my shoes repaired rather than replaced. And she's like, oh, I couldn't do that. That is just too cheap. And it's like, if I find a pair of shoes that feels awesome on my feet, I'm getting them fixed. I'm not running around trying to find a replacement. And yes, so that's a bit of a generational thing where I'm actually older in some respects than my mum, who's 23 years older than me. And when we appreciate what we have grows. So, Blue Moss Dragonet, I feel you repeating that to yourself will actually help. Because I feel as if there's been a little bit of a struggle with the inflation at the moment. And I want to say, be grateful for the ancestral cooking, because I feel as if I can only use this from my own ancestral cooking thing. If you know how to make a roux, which is just a little bit of butter, milk and flour, If you know how to make a roux, you've got a meal with leftovers. It's things like that. And I feel as if you might have even planted some of your own stuff, Blue Moss Dragonette. I get like chilies. You might have planted a chili plant. Just let me know if that resonates. I'm being shown somebody putting chili seeds. And seriously, we all should know this. Things like celery. If you buy celery, you can actually buy it whole, because you chop off the bottom and you put the celery in the ground. Like potatoes, yeah. You can cut a potato in half, put it in the ground, and you've got potatoes for ages. But the same thing can be done with celery. Okra is another one. Not that I'm fabulous at cooking okra. I know one good recipe and that's it. Squash. Yeah, but celery, if you buy one, you just cut the bottom off it, stick it in the ground, and it grows itself. We all should know these saving things. And you resonate with chilies. Okay. But yes. And I feel that comes from ancestral knowledge is what I'm getting. Like great-grandmother knowledge. Yeah, it is better than what you get in the stores too. And seriously, if you don't want to spend any extra on water, the water that comes out of the washing machine after you've washed your clothes is safe to put on your veggies. So you don't have to use any extra water. Hopefully I've spread some wisdom in these trying times of inflation. It's just how it goes. Didn't you know that, Blue Moss Dragonette? Most soap powders are okay. They're okay. And plants love the dead skin. It sounds horrible, but if we wash our clothes, the plants actually, the dead skin is the fertilizer. Now I'm getting gross. I'll move on. Sinful, you are up. I was getting a bit gross. Hello, Sinful. I was getting a little bit gross, but seriously, it's what our ancestors all knew instinctively. They all knew it instinctively. You can have a really healthy veggie garden and not spend any extra money. And Sinful, I feel as if life has changed for you. I feel like there might have been a change in job or a change in house. That resonates, just let me know, Sinful. A house, yes. Okay. I saw keys going, like one set of keys being replaced with another. And to me that means house or job. Okay, I feel as if the neighborhood is very different to what you were used to. And initially I'm getting a negative feeling, but I feel it's only because it's different. You're feeling as if there's no care factor in the new community. I want to say it's a different care factor. There we go. I feel as if it might be... Okay, I'm asking my guides to show me somewhere similar, local to me that I know. It's a haves and have-nots. It's like living side by side, the haves and the have-nots. And it's very religious. it's almost like it's a very religious community, but the have-nots are not part of the religious community. And so there's either really, really good manners or there is trash. There's no in between. It's like you're feeling out of sorts. I want to say give it time, you will find your tribe. I feel like there's a coffee shop nearby that's got a black sign with green writing. A coffee shop cafe. It's got a black sign with green writing. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you don't feel safe in the hours you keep to go wandering to have a look. I feel there will be a day, either on a weekend, where you can go out, say on a Saturday afternoon, and you will see this area. I feel what I'm seeing is red brick, and I feel from where your new place is, no, it's not Subway. We've got Subway in Australia, I'd know that. No, this is a black sign with green writing. And I feel like it's got IV in the writing. I can't see it all, so I can't see the whole sign. I feel like it's almost like jive. Give. Or JIVE. It's got IV in the writing. It's not Subway. I'd know Subway. We've got it in Australia. But I do feel as if within the community you will find people. It's a bit scary at the moment for some reason. And I want you to stop telling yourself you made a bad choice. Because I feel as if once you get used to the current area, you will find your tribe. And it will be better. With the Hierophant and Temperance, it will be better. It just seems a bit... It's like I'm jumping with every noise. Thank you for the hydrate, Star. I'm having coffee this time. Can you understand, Sinful, why I'm jumping with every noise? Yeah, you'll get used to it. I feel as if you're only a street away from the good. And when I say a street away, I feel like you can visually see it. I don't know whether you're on a second story, third story, second level, third level. You can see a brick building from where you are. And it's like that's where the good starts. And I feel as if the cafe that I'm seeing, or if you're in the US, don't they call them bodegas in the US? There's a cafe, where they serve coffee and, say, donuts. It's a black sign with green writing. And it's only just down from where you are. So tell yourself you've made a good choice, you just haven't explored it yet. And also tell yourself that a move is stressful. I feel like you're on the edge of the good place, the good side of the tracks. Because I feel like the move's positive otherwise. Yeah, the move's positive. It's like there's magic in the move. Yeah. You'll get used to it and it will be better. So start telling yourself you made the best choice. And hopefully that resonates, Sinful. You're welcome. And good luck with getting used to the move. Okay, now let's see where I am. It must be Easter because I don't have much of a queue. Vork, you are up next. And I do need to use some of my new cards again. I liked this first deck I started off with. I'll use that. Let's see if Vork has hung around. No, Vork has left. So let's put up the list. I know a lot of people do leave, especially when I do have to do the Be Right Back so often. But Indigo Sonora, you are up next. And just saying your name, just saying Indigo Sonora, I'm like getting Harry Potter vibes. And I picked up this deck and you wouldn't believe it. Have a look at this little character here. Doesn't it look like the thing in Harry Potter? I forget which one it was now. But I feel as if there's a Harry Potter vibe. Okay, Indigo, that's fine. But I feel a Harry Potter vibe with you. As if there's some importance to it in life. And I won't get into the whole J.K. Rowling debate. You know that tree. Okay. It's just I get a Harry Potter vibe and almost like a gothic feel too. Just a yes, no at this stage. Indigo, just a yes, no at this stage. Okay. Indigo, can you understand Canada? Why I'm picking up Canada? You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah. I knew there was a Harry Potter thing, but can you understand why I'm picking up Canada? Just yes, no. No. Okay. Can you understand someone with the name Rihanna on the other side? Rihanna. Sounds like Rihanna. And I get that this is a spirit person on the other side of life. Okay. No. That's okay. Just in your quiet moments, have a think of it. Because sometimes we know these names, but when we're all of a sudden asked to remember, it just disappears. I feel as if you're coming out of a tower moment. It's like everything collapsed and you're rebuilding. Yeah. Wouldn't be at all surprised if it's a moment with a Leo that was toxic. And just let me know if you get thrown to an ad break. Your focus at the moment is being on the lack of pentacles, so the lack of income, the lack of material possessions, etc. I would focus on the amount of love you have to give. The tower moment, yes, that's okay. I can live without the Leo. I just get a very stubborn, toxic energy. I feel as if there was future promising. Someone promised the world going forward and never had any intention of providing it. And at the moment you're worried about the pentacles. I would focus more on the amount of love you have to give, because I feel that you were giving within a situation. And that giving is your personality, so claim it. Just because one person abused it doesn't mean everybody is going to. I feel as if you're in your head. I feel as if there's an SA trauma. Can you understand this, Indigo? Just let me know if you get thrown to an ad, because I can fill the time. But can you understand why I'm picking up an SA trauma? I don't want to say it out loud. There's definitely like trauma vibes. I need to say it's not your fault. Yeah. It's not your fault. None of it is. And it's almost like the current tower moment has taken you back. You're worth more than what you've been given. You need to convince yourself of that, because I feel as if you're up in your head about, I must have done something really terrible in a past life. No, you didn't. I feel as if you're looking at traveling, or you're communicating with somebody in another country. I just need to clarify this. Yeah, there we go. Queen of Wands. I feel as if you may be communicating with somebody in another country. And they're inspiring. Okay, I understand delays. Some people use phones, and I've been guilty of using my phone, and there's a huge delay with the phone. But I know you know this. Hard work's going to pay off, but don't become mean over it. So, yes, don't let your tower moment change your personality, because I see that you're beautiful. yet something in your head is telling yourself you're not. And yes, I feel the Harry Potter thing, revisit it. Because I feel as if there's a message in the Harry Potter thing for you that's going to rebuild your self-talk. Okay, then I want to say it's the one in Australia. I'm an Australian. I feel you're communicating to somebody in Australia that is, I want to say they make you laugh. And if you're not an Australian, it's Canada. See, I don't know where anyone's from. That's the beauty that I love about Twitch, is I've got no clue. Okay, that's all right. I just picked up the Australian. Then the person that I'm picking up that makes you laugh is Canadian. And I feel if you talked about this reading with them, they would know the name that sounded like Rihanna. That's okay. It doesn't matter where you're from. Energy is energy. But I feel like you're talking to people in Canada, or a person in Canada that makes you laugh. Come on, Karen. Something harbour. Cole Harbour. And a name that sounds like Rihanna. So if you're speaking to a Canadian, please bring up this reading and that Rihanna, a name that sounds like Rihanna, was mentioned. No one in Canada that you know of. Okay, I get that. On Discord, I can be talking to people and I have no... You live in a harbour. Does it start with a C? The name of the harbour, does it start with C? Like Cole Harbour? I know you're in Indonesia, so it's not likely to be. I live near a harbour. Does that count? It doesn't start with a C though. Okay, then it's not that, because I got a C word before harbour. So keep it in mind moving forward. And I want to say you will rebuild your pentacles, but be kind to yourself in doing so. And hopefully that resonates. And it's been a little while since I've had a walk, so I've got to make sure I do that. Because, yes, I've had people pop in and check up on me and make sure I'm doing the right thing. But I think the queue's empty. So, there we go. Unless Vork comes back, I should do the next. There we go. I've done that. And Lady Palace Athena, I need to go for a walk. Indigo, you're welcome. And thank the person who recommended me. And every day is different when I stream, so feel free to return. Yeah. Oh, Lady Palace Athena, you don't have to leave the queue. I just have to make sure I move a lot. I've just come out of surgery, so, or it was a week ago, but I've still got to make sure I move. So I'll be back as soon as I can. I know you're there, Lady Palace Athena. The recovery is slow. And with all the public holidays, getting to see a doctor has been a nightmare. But my doctor has told me I need to move, so I need to move. And I'll be back as soon as I can. Okay, I am back. Hopefully sound is good. And welcoming Calypso. Lady Palace Athena, you are up. Yes, slow and easy. I don't like slow and easy. Look, as long as I walk around, the doctor's happy. I've got to keep the doctor happy. I feel like using my new Art Nouveau cards because I feel as if Lady Palace Athena, I feel as if you're believing you've supported others and yet in return there hasn't been what you expected. It's like I'm missing the reciprocal. Just let me know if that resonates. Kinda. I don't take kinda. I feel as if somebody may have promised to teach you something and they're forgetting that promise, or they say they've forgotten that promise. Seven of Diamonds. Yeah, it's someone forgetting a promise they made to you. Four of Crystals. Okay. I feel as if you've learned enough to do it on your own. However, there's a bit of fear about doing it on your own. You're not quite sure if you can create the same magic. And I want to say you create your own magic. Ten of Diamonds. By the way, the Ten of Diamonds is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel you will create your own magic. Has this got something to do with spirituality, tarot reading? I feel as if there's been a promise to teach you. And you feel disappointed, let down. Okay. To do with that aspect. I do get that you've supported this person. But I also feel it's a confidence thing. You have learnt enough to do it yourself. I'm going to see what's on the bottom of the deck. 3 of crystals. Yeah, this has upset you. And I feel as if the person who made the promise is at a distance from you. So the only connection you have would be online. But I feel you can create the magic alone. A lot of magic exists within our minds. I feel as if there are others that are supporting you. I feel as if this involves a network of followers for some reason. And I feel as if there are some that follow you, or some that join in just because you're there. And creating the magic alone, you can do it. I feel as if there's a reluctance to be a leader. But a leader ye shall be. And hopefully that resonates, Lady Pallas Athena, because I am confident that you can do it. I am confident that you can be your own leader, and you already have support. So go forth and make that magic, because the 10 of diamonds or the 10 of pentacles is actually your outcome. Oh, just so you can see it. The 10 of diamonds, which is the 10 of pentacles equivalent, is your outcome. And you've got the temperance card coming before it, which is creating your own magic, based on the other cards as well. You just need to have faith in yourself. I get there's talking. I hear talking. So whether it's a Discord channel or yeah, or a group talking. That's what I get for you, Lady Pallas Athena. And okay, Calypso, I think you're next. Yes, Calypso is next. Hello, Calypso. I'm loving my new decks. I got some new decks, and thanks to my mum, they were actually delivered while I was in hospital. So my mum took delivery of them, and I'm actually vibing with them, which I didn't think I would, because I love my artistic decks, but too many platforms are coming out with you can't show nudity. You can't show nudity, and I'm like, you could go to an art gallery and see more. Particularly with some of the living art. I've gone to a living art exhibition where there's actually been naked people.